Good morning, it's Shanna. This week I'm going to do a walkthrough of a deck that Llewellyn sent me as a review. This is the first time doing this. I feel a little nervous because despite the fact that I've watched probably hundreds of review videos, of this kind, I'm kind of like, what do I say? What do I show? How do I do this? But for this one specifically, I'm going to do a walkthrough. We'll do just kind of a quick flip through to look at all the cards. I know there's, a couple dozen already out of this deck. But once we go through it and I give my input, I want to compare it to the Hedgewitch Tarot because I'm super curious how they compare to each other. And I'm wondering if Llewellyn will be coming out with, more of these, Hedgewitch, Greenwitch, that kind of vibe. So I don't know, I'm curious. What do you think? Do you have the Greenwitch? Are you interested in this deck? I feel like this is kind of a either love it or hate it. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And interestingly, despite the sort of cartoonish illustrations of this, I actually really like it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So this is one of Llewellyn's, or I think it's the first smaller magnetic box that they've come out with, which I think is great because it means more room on my shelf. So we've got Jumping the Hedge by Tudorbeth, art by Angela Rizza, lovely full color guidebook. I love that we have the crone. And do we have, see how this is laid out. So I did, flip through some of this deck, but I haven't really gone through the guidebook. So let's take a look. The Empress, we've got a keyword. We have a reversed meaning, one card answer. So it's a yes or no. I don't know if there's a maybe in here at all. Looks like you either have yes or no. So that's nice. Oh, no, there was a maybe. I saw one. Two of Wands. Okay. So the border, I guess let's take a look at the cards and we'll pop back in for a couple of them just so I can kind of get a feel for what the guidebook has to offer. I guess they're doing this now, which I find, I don't know, kind of wasteful. I'll be honest. Like, I don't need one of these in every single one of my decks. Like, maybe they could just throw it in, if you place an order, throw it in for free or for $1 or whatever that looks like. But especially if I'm going forward, are they going to put that in every deck? Like, I don't need that. Anyway, beautiful interior box. It's nice and sturdy. There's no, I think it's one solid piece, so there's no slipping, which is nice because I know some of the older decks, and maybe it wasn't Llewellyn, but some of the older decks, the cards would be able to flip through the bottom of that. Here's the back of the box. And yes, I just slammed my elbow into my chair, so that felt nice. I thought this was interesting. I had no idea who Tudorbeth was. Principal of the British College of Witchcraft and Wizardry and teaches courses on witchcraft. She's a hereditary practitioner. Her great-grandmother was a well-known tea reader in Ireland, while her Welsh great-grandmother was a healer and wise woman. Love that. And I love that they included that little write-up about her. And then the illustrator is an artist who hand inks her illustrations with pen and brush and then applies color digitally. She teaches illustration at the Fashion Institute of Technology and is apprenticing to become a tattoo artist. Okay, I can see that in her art. Interesting. So, and then we get our little, extra card. Ooh, look, a code. You can use it. You're welcome. All right. So let's zoom in. I really like to see this centered. It bugs me when I watch my own videos back and stuff isn't centered. So, all right. We have the Fool card, and I will say it's kind of got a linen look, but it doesn't really feel linen. So you can kind of see if I can get it there, right there. But it doesn't have the texture. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what kind of cardstock it is. typical, you know, thinner Llewellyn. I'm not offended by it. I like it. It shuffles well. If I hold it up to my window, I cannot see through it. So if I'm making assumptions, I would say it's black core, but I don't know. No idea. Okay. We have the Fool, which I think is interesting. It's a unique take on the Fool. You've got this person who's completely just messing around, making a giant mess. This lady in the background is pissed. She's got to be cleaning up their mess. Just complete chaos, which I think is a fun take on the Fool. You know, we've got quite literal here, the court jester. So I think, you know, there's a lot to unpack here. We've got the duck or goose flying away. The dog is trying to catch the food. This person in the back is having to clean up. We've got a second, what appears to be a dog. Just gluttony in general. You know, this court back here is not happy about it. Here are the backs. All right, we have the Wizard for the Magician. I think it's a beautiful card. I think it can work. I'm not seeing any of the Magician symbolism, which is kind of a bummer, especially, you know, if you're a beginner. I feel like that's kind of part of it, but I'm not mad about it. I'm not a beginner, so the Crone. I'm going to say this because it was the first thing I thought, and I know sometimes I'm like, don't say it because then people can't unsee it. So I'm about to say who I think this person looks like. So if you don't want to hear that, I'll put a timestamp. You can skip. It'll be a few seconds. From the little bit I know about her, this reminds me of Rachel Pollack. I don't know. I feel like I've seen one picture of her maybe somewhere. Maybe it was a black and white image. Maybe it was in one of her books. I don't know. But that's what this card reminds me of. And I'm here for it. I love it. I appreciate it. I love all these animals that she's got with her in her cottage. The cat is up here on the mantle with the squirrel. I think it's a beautiful card. The Empress. I think this is lovely. I never mind seeing a pregnant Empress. I like that there are alternatives in some decks, but I don't mind seeing one, you know, in a deck. So we've got all kind of abundance around her. I'd be curious about a lot of these, the fish and the symbolism. Let's take a look at her, since it's right here in the beginning. And we were looking at it before. So the border, I don't know what the border means. I guess we could take a look. Oh look, here are other books by Tudorbeth. Interesting. Okay, so it says hedge witches practice divination just as other practitioners of witchcraft, yet the other worlds, the veil, and writing that border to another time and place call out to them. Therefore, this tarot deck has a story within each card and an accompanying guide on your journey through divination. So the border is the tail of the card and details where it can be found in other world or worlds. The hedge witch works in 2 worlds, and so does this deck. The border is the beginning of the meaning of this card, and just as with any border, there are 2 parts to it, the meaning and the esoteric lessons waiting for you to encounter. And then the writing is the next level to the meaning and is the actual acknowledgement that you must journey or ride to that meaning. The lesson is waiting for you, and all you must do is accept it and what you physically need to do for the outcome to become a reality. Riding is the term used for the activity of going to the other world or place of high magic. And then the veil is the physical guide you can experience. Each card has a unique practice, such as a spell, charm, prayer, or meditation that can help you lift the veil and see your path as you venture through the hedge and ride the border. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. So I won't read these. I will hold it here so you can pause, take a screenshot, whatever you'd like to do. So we've got the border, just as it said, and then the writing. So I guess the border is sort of what's happening in the card. She works closely with the crone, which I appreciate. I like that aspect of this. For her, there are no borders, for she is and always will be the ultimate power of two worlds. Interesting. And then we get a full color image. And then we talk about the veil. Lift the veil to this creative power by lighting an orange candle, and invoking the muse of creativity to inspire you. I love this. This is cool. We get a spell for each card. I love that a lot, actually. Okay. The Emperor. I love his coat, his cloak. Look at that red suit. This is a winter deck for me. When I first saw it, there are several cards in here that portray a winter scene, but just in general, this feels very rich, which, I don't generally gravitate to, but for Christmas, I think this will be perfect. I have one Christmas deck, but it's AI. And even though I love the deck, I struggle with the idea that it's AI. Working with the deck isn't really an issue for me. Not this one, my Christmas AI deck. So this one will be a nice alternative, and I might actually, this deck might boot that other one out. So, and I love this. The Chariot, it's a witch. She's on her broom. She has her cats. There are birds and berries, and this little fairy that's following behind her. I just adore this card. Strength. This is an interesting take on strength. Someone else mentioned this. I think it was Robin. And I'm pretty sure she got into the guidebook, but I'm going to pop it open. I will hold it up so that you can screenshot. I won't read it. But if you're curious, she has the perseverance of mind and the compassion of spirit. And then the veil. I love that. I like the idea of this apothecary behind her. I'm excited to get into this deck, you guys. I wasn't sure. When I first saw it, I was like, no, I don't think that'll work for me. But the more I saw it, the colors, the vibe of like Christmas and holiday and just opulence and all of the good, all the good stuff. I was excited about this. So I was thrilled when Llewellyn offered to send this one to me. Death. I know I don't really need to hold these up. Oops, we are out of focus. There we go. Temperance. Ooh, the devil with the spider. I love that. I love all these big purple luscious flowers with her. Let's look at the spell, the veil, for this one. You need protection around you now that the devil has you in his sights and has sent a goblin to spy on you. Sprinkle some cinnamon salt around your door and windows. Remember to sprinkle some in your car. In your purse or wallet, place either a little clear quartz or smoky quartz and occasionally hold it in your hands for a few moments to meditate on. Ooh, spooky. I love this. The Tower. I think she's gorgeous. What a beautiful, 70s vibe. Everything from her hair to her makeup, her dress. She's barefoot. The moon. I'm getting excited looking at this deck. The sun. I love this depiction of the sun card. What a fresh take on a card that bothers so many of us, I know. Look at her, she's just so sweet and happy. The world, beautiful. Look at those colors. This video is going to be already too long to do a comparison with the Green Witch, so I will make a part 2. I will just put that out there right now. I don't even mind that this is kind of pippish. I feel like the aces are generally kind of pippish in most, a lot of decks. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. I love this. I like that they look older. I don't know, maybe like what? At least she does, like 30s, right? I like that. I like the depiction of, and older doesn't have to mean old, right? Like it can just be more adult than what we get in a lot of decks. Oh, I just love this. These colors are so good, you guys. This is not something I lean towards usually, but I really, really like this. I love the Four of Cups in this one. I love that she's not mopey. It looks like she's doing something about whatever it is she's going through. She's not withdrawn, which I think we see in a lot of decks. I love that she's actively engaged in something. Love this so much. This is very powerful to me. Oops, hopefully I didn't hear that stomach. My stomach growled. I haven't had breakfast and it's 9 o'clock now. I should have eaten, but I don't. So there we go. All right, Five of Cups. Beautiful. 6. I am excited to get into the guidebook for this. 7 of Cups. I like how witchy this feels. 8 of Cups. This feels like a very active decision of, pouring out of whatever it is we're trying to step away from. 9 of Cups. I love how feminine this deck feels without leaving out the masculine. 10 of Cups. Princess or Page. Prince. Love our pink opulent unicorn here. This is, very, very beautiful deck. I'm a little speechless. Look at this. How often do we get to see what appears to be male presenting mermaid? Love him. King of Cups. Gorgeous. Okay, so it looks like Pentacles is kind of our Christmassy vibe, which I love. 2 of Pentacles. 4. 5 of Pentacles. She's very upset. I love this wild cat that's with her. Feels like she's being swept up in emotion. 6 of Pentacles. We're feeding the wild animals bagels with cream cheese. Yum. This little beaver has a cup and it looks like a spoon. Does he have tea? This raccoon has a cup as well. That's really cute. I love this. Look at her. Look how smart she is. She's ready. She's done all the work. She is ready to harvest. Is she ready to harvest, or is this old fruit? I don't know. I'm excited to get into the guidebook. Shall we look? All right, 7 of Pentacles. All right, frustration. Feeling oh, this is 7 of Pentacles, frustration. Interesting. Interesting keyword. Reversed. I won't read it. I'll just let you pause. Okay, I can see it now. She seemed very pleased with herself, but I see her eyebrow. She's actually quite frustrated. I can see that now. The ground is hard and frozen and she can't get her winter vegetables. Tired and worried. Okay, here's the writing. And then the veil. Saffron is good for treating the stress that frustration can bring. Create your own magic oil. Interesting. This is a good one, you guys. If you were on the fence about this, I would say get it. You know? Ten of Pentacles. Princess. I like the little just tiny nods to more modern dress. What a handsome prince. Is he fixing a shoe? Interesting. I like that. Okay, look at her. She's beautiful. Queen of Pentacles. The Green Man for the King. This is gorgeous. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Oh, what are we crying about? Maybe that the trees have been cut down. Four of Swords. Looks like she's been crying, but she's taking a moment to manifest something. Five. Look at her apron. That's cute. Seven of Swords. Interesting. This almost feels like Eight of Wands. Love this card. This art, there was a few of these specific images that remind me of the Mushroom Hunters art, and I am curious as to whether or not this is the same artist. Just the way their posture is, the way they're looking. I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll write it on the screen if I remember. Nine of Swords. She's got some bad nightmares. All right, 10. Princess of Swords. Interesting that there's no human on this one. Queen of Swords. Look at her. King of Swords. The Ace of Wands. I love this. She's just getting her greenhouse ready. This card reminds me of the White Newman very, very much, which I love. This was one of the cards that I thought, you know what, that's kind of perfect because I love the artwork in the White Newman, but I couldn't use it. I had it for a long time, a few years, and I just, you know, I rehomed it. It just wasn't for me, you know? So I love that this reminds me of that so much. The colors, the figures. Super into it. Four of Wands. Oh, I just love this, you guys. Look at him. He's just out there harvesting with his unicorn. I love this. Dragonflies. There's an owl up there in the tree. 5 of Wands. 6. 7. 8 of Wands. Interesting. Especially where the wands are, you know, they're not moving. I think this was another one that maybe Robin got into a little bit on her channel. 9 of Wands. 10. Look at this cat down at the bottom. Princess. Oh, I just love this. Look, there's runes on there. Let's look at this one. Happiness. Reversed is dull or incisive. 1 card answer is yes. Under a red sunset, a salamander lays upon a giant boulder in a meadow surrounded by flowers of spring, daffodils, hyacinth, and blossom. The salamander is looking at symbols, a set of runes, and notes the messages they bring. These runes signify wealth, health, and transformation, otherwise known as Fehu, Uruz, and Kenaz. Don't know if I'm pronouncing those correctly, probably not. And then we have the writing and the veil. Light a red candle on a Tuesday and open your hands as if to receive something. Then say, into the light of the candle, cool my temper, so mote it be. Let good opportunities flow to me. Then blow out the candle and watch this rising smoke take your anger to the universe. You guys, this is a good deck. I've been doing tarot long enough. I've been here on TarotTube long enough to know that saying that I love a deck is silly if I truly don't feel it, because, you know, eventually I'll get called out like, you haven't used it, now you're rehoming it. As it stands, I am in love with this deck. I love the colors. I like the figures. None of them bother me. None of the faces or the people are weird. The guidebook is beautiful. I love everything that it has to offer. The shuffle is obviously going to be lovely. Oops, unless you're a bad shuffler. Very satisfying. All right, let's do a quick. Did we get 1 card? Oh, we got 2. That's okay. Let's do a quick 1 card shuffle, and then we'll pull the one. I'll split it, and then I'll pull the one off the top. Death, transformation. I love that we have an old woman depicted here. Is he coming for her? This is beautiful. I love all of the thorns over here on this side and the abundance of them over here. Seems like we've probably got buds growing here up in the trees. I love all of her jewelry and her headband. Gorgeous, brilliant, beautiful deck. Super thrilled to have this. I'm excited that Llewellyn sent it to me, and that is all I have. Look for the next video. I look forward to flipping through and comparing the Green Witch and the Hedge Witch with you. Do you guys have a favorite card from this deck? Let me know in the comments, and I will catch up with you next time.